quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff. Showing last year, he believes Oregon can take it all the way this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. So LSU's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up.
Makes a grab and room to run. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Here's Moore to throw. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Davison. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dante Moore. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that
could be an alley. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Handoff, Durham running left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. And it's caught inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Using his legs, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right.
Snap that shit fast
Great
as hell.
penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And we're even here in the 1st.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Unloads to the right.
Good money.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Hill. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Levitt. They go to the wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Durham. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be changing the route. Throwing more. Unloads it left. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Oh!
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back.
How did I?
Man, another mistake by this
God,
person. He is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much.
Tripping.
The number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, the defense is set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run to the left. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes it past the marker. Might have it. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Levin. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Couldn't do nothing about it.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Yeah.
He's got 67 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's more to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Dante Moore. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Caught on the left side by Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Run in the red zone.
No.
Barry.
Hell yeah.
Not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Looking for space. It's Davison. Picks up the first down. There's a little room there. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw, it's Levin.
Woo!
What a play to set him up.
Go, baby.
Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt
Just
at
relax.
return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
What the
Makes
hell?
a grab on the right. Open spaces. He is in. Touchdown, LSU.
Seen it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They give it to him. First time this season for the transfer. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Harris.
Got
What
bump
a
crossing.
play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now first and 10 from the 29. Running inside. It's
Missed the
Jones.
tackle.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good way.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing second and 10. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third quarter here, second and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. And off to Jones. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He might want another play. He leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Go ahead.
Right back to the well. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here's a heat.
Got from that.
Great pressure by this defense.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in
Gotta
there.
make that play.
He goes
Why
to
is
the
he? Why
ground,
was
but
that
not
like that
before
though?
a big pickup and a
I
first
don't like
down.
that. Why is that
And
like
this
that?
defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth
Understand.
quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands.
Oh, the
Gotta
right.
get to him.
No,
Gotta
wrong
ruffle his
guy, man.
feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's looking deep. And this will be caught at the 30.
Terrible.
And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Third and less than a yard. Ball right at the 20. LSU will get a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Off-play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. It's caught. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sweet grab in the end zone for the two.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing more. A shot toward the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been...
And he holds it in at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right down the middle. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll go right back to the run. Got a little grass. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. He now has 111 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.